Welcome to another edition of Hollywood Hoops Laid Back Reaction. I'm Josh Martin of Lonzo Wire. He's Eric Pincus of Basketball Insiders and Bleacher Report. And today's episode, as always, is brought to you by High Five. High Five makes meetings awesome with insanely simple video conferencing designed for your meeting rooms. It's the easiest to use solution thanks to their all-in-one hardware and intuitive cloud software. Plus, it's a high-quality experience with industry-leading audio powered by Dolby Voice. It's so easy to use that there's no PIN codes or app downloads. Just click a link in your browser and you're in the meeting. Even the least techie person at your company can figure it out.
With customers in over 100 countries, High Five is already trusted by the likes of Warby Parker, Harry's, Betterment, and the Girl Scouts of Northern California. To learn more and to start your 30-day free trial of insanely simple video conferencing, visit highfive.com. That's HIGHFIVE.com.
Nicely done, Eric.
Well, thank you, Josh.
Now I'm coming to you from bitter cold New York City today. Don't ask why, but I know we both had our eyes on Lakers and Hornets last night. Lakers losing to Charlotte 108-94. Lonzo Ball's first game since December 23rd when he sprained his left shoulder against the Portland Trail Blazers. Finished with 11 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 1 turnover in 27 minutes. Eric, what did you see from number 2 in his return to the lineup?
Well, without him, it seemed like the team completely fell apart. And now that he's back, the team needs to be put back together, and they're not together yet. I thought that Lonzo played well. He shot the ball well. He looked good. Defensively, the team is still a mess. They can't get any stops, and if you're not going to stop the other team, including the Hornets, who are not a high-powered offensive team, if you're going to let them get any shot they want, you're not going to win that game.
Yeah, it was not a good performance at all. You know, the fourth quarter kind of skewed things a little bit because the Lakers actually played some defense, but they gave up over 90 points through those first 3 quarters. They couldn't really hit any shots from the outside aside from Lonzo. As a team, they were 9 of 36 from three-point range, a putrid 25%. They're still the worst three-point shooting team in the NBA. And Eric, it seems like that's been a huge issue for them all along this season, and now they may have some room to address it with a little bit of a roster move they made today. Tell the folks about what happened with Andrew Bogut.
Well, this is the time of the year where anyone who's on a non-guaranteed or a partially guaranteed contract, they lock in for the rest of the year if they're not cut by Sunday, and we're recording this on Saturday. So the Lakers made their move. They cut Andrew Bogut before he locked in. That was the only contract that they had that wasn't fully guaranteed. And now they have 14 players, so that leaves them with an open roster spot. As of the 5th, a couple days ago, teams are able to sign 10-day contracts. So the Lakers can go and look to someone in the G League, obviously someone who's not on a two-way contract, and they need shooting. I mean, as you said, Josh, that is an area where they're really, really struggling. And you look at their roster, and I can't imagine them going after a big man because you've got Ivica Zubac and you've got Thomas Bryant, neither of them playing. You've got this glut at power forward with Kuzma, Nance, and Julius Randle. So you got to figure it's got to come at a different position. If they get a 10-day, perhaps at point guard. I know Trey Burke is playing really well in the G League as a point guard and as a shooter, doing both. And then maybe they could use a small forward, I guess, instead of Corey Brewer, put in a young guy for shooting. They do have a lot of guys at shooting guard with Jordan Clarkson and KCP and Josh Hart. So I'm not exactly sure where those minutes come unless it's at point guard ahead of Tyler Ennis and two-way player Alex Caruso.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any real easy solution there, but at least now they'll have an opportunity to look at some different guys, and maybe if they find someone out of the G League, that it's someone that they can develop on some level, who at the very least can give them some spot minutes. But the Lakers now, they've lost 9 in a row. They're looking for some sort of spark. Maybe they can find it in the G League. They'll try to avoid tying the franchise record for consecutive losses against the Atlanta Hawks on Sunday night. The Atlanta Hawks, the only team in the league with a worse record than the Lakers right now. So if there's ever an opportunity to end that skid, you figure it's Sunday night. If not then, probably Tuesday night against the Sacramento Kings. We'll see what happens, but for now, thank you all again for joining us for this edition of Hollywood Hoops Laid Back Reaction. I'm Josh Martin of Lonzo Wire. He's Eric Pincus of Basketball Insiders and Bleacher Report. As always, we are brought to you by High Five. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll be back with you again soon.
Going to Hollywood, he's busting into Hollywood.